Hi everyone, welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Mike.
I'm Rainbow.
And it's part C of our ABC Talk look at staying at a B&B. Now we've booked the room, we checked into the room, and Sophie, who is the guest at Jonas's B&B, is now going to hear about the house rules. That's part C, yeah. Hotels, you know, they have rules because they want everyone who stays there to have a good time, a safe time, and not be bothered by other people, right?
Yeah, and I think culturally staying in different countries, we gotta be aware of the different hotel rules. For example, we all know that Chinese people, sometimes Taiwanese people, love to take what they think is free. Those little bottles of shampoo, body lotions, that seems normal.
You can take that, that's allowed. Yeah.
Right, but then some people actually take bathrobes, hair dryers, towels, pillows.
Yeah, you can often buy those things. They might even tell you how much they cost.
Exactly.
But you can't take them. That's not free.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that?
No.
Okay.
But I had a friend who did.
Really?
And she went to Sweden and they charged her a lot of money because she had no idea it wasn't free. So then her friend was like, the culture's totally different here.
Okay. Did she feel bad about taking them, or did she say, well, it's really nice, I wanted it? So
yeah, she wanted it.
She wanted it, okay. So yeah, sometimes you can ask them if you can buy it from them, but some of those nicer things like towels, the bathrobe, certainly the hair dryer, the television, you can't take that. That will be covered in the house rules. So let's find out about the house rules at Jonas's B&B. Jonas shows Sophie to her room.
Here we are, the sunny room. Please make yourself at home.
I like the room's name. It is happy and bright.
Oh yeah, I need to go over some rules with you.
I am all ears.
Okay, so as we mentioned, part C, today's unit is house rules. Now, when we say house rules, yeah, you're thinking it's not a house, it's a B&B, it's like a little hotel. When we talk about the house rules, that's just the rules of the place that you are at. Even the school rules could be called the house rules, or the rules in a restaurant or something like that. So these are the rules of the place that you're staying in.
That's right. So the first sentence says, Jonas shows Sophie to her room. She says, Sophie, this is your room.
Right, and as he's showing her to the room, he's probably explaining the rules at the same time. What is a rule? This is a noun. It's basically kind of like a law. It's something that you must do, and if you don't do it, if you don't follow the rules, that's the verb that we use, you might get in trouble. You might have to be punished in some kind of way, right? Schools have rules. Don't run, don't fight. If you want to ask the teacher to go to the bathroom, raise your hand and that kind of thing. These are rules. These are like laws or regulations.
That's
now,
right.
in the hotel, of course, they won't call the police if you break the rules, but you might get in trouble. They might ask you to leave or charge you more money if you steal one of their towels, for example.
Okay, so I have a sentence for you. Jessica paid a fine for breaking a rule.
Ooh, how much of a fine was it?
1,000
Oh, so not a terrible rule.
not too bad.
Yeah, we've had a lot of rules about wearing masks recently,
Oh,
right?
10,000.
Those
And they
are-
refuse to serve you.
Right, and those are important rules to follow.
Yeah.
You could definitely get in trouble for. All right, let's check out our dialogue. And so we begin with Jonas. He is explaining the rules and showing Sophie to her room. Here we are, he says, the sunny room. And you can imagine him opening the door, and she's walking through the door into her room for the first time. And then he says a very sort of welcoming phrase, please make yourself at home. Please relax, take your shoes off, sit down, you know, pretend as if this is your home, even though it's not. Be my guest.
That's right. So of course, Sophie, like me, is very excited by this room's name. So she says, I like the room's name. It is happy and bright. So I'm imagining that this room has a huge window. You can see the sun coming in the morning. That's why it's called the sunny room.
There you go. Make yourself at home, as I mentioned, is something a host would say to a guest. Please be comfortable, pretend you're at home. It doesn't mean, you can change things around and you should clean the bathroom like you would do at home. No, it just means make yourself comfortable.
Relax.
That's exactly right. And the room, we also read there, was very bright. If something is bright, this adjective means it has a lot of light. The sun is very bright. In the daytime, it's very bright outside. In the evening time, it would be the opposite. It's very dark. If you're trying to read, you might like to have a bright light, but if you're relaxing in the evening, maybe watching a movie, you might like to have the lights a little darker, not so bright, not so much light coming into your eyes.
Yes, and I have a sentence for you. Sometimes the sun is too bright. I need some sunglasses.
Oh man, it's so bright out in the
too
morning.
bright.
Oh, geez, turn the sun down,
Turn
please.
it down. Turn it off.
There you It's nighttime now. Oh yeah, Jonas remembers as he shows her into the room. Oh yeah, I need to go over some rules with you. Yeah, he said oh yeah because maybe he almost forgot. That's what we might. Oh yeah, I need to go over some rules with you. To go over means basically to explain to you some of the rules.
So of course, Sophie, she's a very good guest and she's okay with this. She understands that she needs to know the rules so she can follow them. So she says, I am all ears. Doesn't mean that she has all ears over her body. It just means I'm listening.
Okay, so yeah, it's a good phrase to use when you're like, I am paying attention, I am listening to you with 100% of my brain turned on.
Focused.
I'm all ears. So take a break, and then when we come back, hopefully you guys will be all ears for the second half of the dialogue.
First, there is no smoking in your room or the B&B. Next, quiet time is from 9 p.m. to 8 a.m.
I have no problem with those. Oh, when is breakfast?
Breakfast is from 8 to 10 a.m. in the dining room.
Great. Thanks.
All right, so Jonas was about to explain the house rules to Sophie.
Yes, so he says, first, there is no smoking in your room or the B&B. Normal. So hotels are like that too.
Yeah, sure.
No, you can only smoke outside. Next, quiet time is from 9 p.m. to 8 a.m.
Ah, okay. That's a slightly unusual rule.
It's long.
Yeah, and they might not have that in a hotel because the rooms are made to be very quiet,
Yes.
right? You don't often hear your neighbors. But remember, B&Bs are often in old homes, and sometimes the walls will be a little thinner. And if your neighbors are, having a party or watching TV really loudly,
Playing music.
playing music loudly late at night, it might bother people. So quiet time is that time when people are expected to be quiet, watch TV but at a low volume, wear headphones.
Yep.
You can chat but don't shout and scream and stuff like that. And definitely don't smoke in the hotel at any time. To
Never.
smoke is to have a cigarette or a pipe or a cigar or something like that, right? It's very bad for you, and of course they don't like it in hotels because it makes the place smell.
Yeah.
Even after you leave, the blankets, the curtains, the towels, the room will smell of smoke. We also call that stuff that burns, that smell of burning stuff, that is smoke, and if you puff on your cigarette, you are smoking. And if something is quiet, it's just not loud. So you're kind of talking like this. You're not shouting really loudly.
Do you smoke?
No.
Me neither. No. Well, that's terrible. No one should smoke anymore.
Yeah.
And everyone should be quiet at
Try
night.
to be quiet at night. Yeah, it's nicer for your neighbors. All right, so Sophie says, I have no problem with those. She was listening to the rules. She has no problem with them. She's not going to say, but I like to smoke and I like to yell when I smoke. I'm smoking. No, she doesn't do that night. She has no problem. No problem. She says, I will follow those rules. Oh, she remembers something she wants to ask. Oh, when is breakfast?
Important.
Remember, it is a bed and breakfast. And yes, hotels, when they serve breakfast, they might only serve them for a certain period of time. So it's important to find out when that is.
So in hotels, I think breakfasts are often like maybe 7 a.m. to like 10.
Yeah.
Okay, but then for the B&B, breakfast is a little bit later. So Jonah says, breakfast is from 8 to 10 a.m.
Okay.
2 hours.
Yeah.
In the dining room.
Okay.
That's where we eat.
That's it. I guess maybe a B&B people are there on holiday.
Yeah.
And they sleep in a little bit, so maybe the breakfast is a little later. But yeah, 8 to 10, 7 to 10, that's pretty typical. So Sophie, here's this, okay, breakfast 8 to 10. And of course, that will probably be free. It's a bed and breakfast. So as part of what you pay, you get the room, the bed, you get to sleep there, and breakfast tomorrow in the dining room. Where is the dining room? It is the room where you eat your food. Now, a lot of people might eat in the kitchen, or you might eat in the living room watching TV, or in your own room at your desk. But if you have a special room with a big table, chairs, sometimes you only use it for special events, a dinner, a Chinese New Year birthday party, something like that. That would be your dining room at home, or in a hotel, which has many different types of rooms. This is like a big restaurant, a big area just for eating, mainly. That's all. A dining room.
So Mike, in your house,
Yes.
do you eat in front of the TV?
That's a good question. We actually don't really have a dining room, a separate room. We have a big room and the TV and sofa over here and then the dining room table. We do have one. It's over here. So we eat over here, but we don't eat in front of the TV, no.
That's good. Yeah,
Usually
that's
just-
not a good habit to
Yeah.
eat in front of the TV.
That's right. We like to listen to music and chat and stuff like that. And then, of course, we smoke.
No, you don't smoke.
No, we don't smoke
Never.
after dinner, not in the dining room, not anywhere, and certainly not in our room at a B&B or hotel. Do not do that.
So Sophie understands all the rules. She's excited to stay at the B&B. She says, great, thanks.
All right, so there she goes. She's all ready. She's found her room. She's ready for her stay. Don't forget your breakfast, Sophie. And thanks for joining us, everyone. We hope you enjoyed the dialogue. We hope you enjoy your holidays whenever you can take one. Maybe we'll see you at a lovely local B&B.
Say hi to us.
Please do. Yes, absolutely. And whatever happens, we will definitely be seeing you back here very soon for more fun and fascinating articles. Until then, take care and bye-bye.
Bye.
Jonas shows Sophie to her room.
Here we are, the sunny room. Please make yourself at home.
I like the room's name. It is happy and bright.
Oh yeah, I need to go over some rules with you.
I am all ears.
First, there is no smoking in your room or the B&B. Next, quiet time is from 9 p.m. to 8 a.m.
I have no problem with those. Oh, when is breakfast?
Breakfast is from 8 to 10 a.m. in the dining room.
Great. Thanks.
Hi， 大家好，我是维尼，又来到今天学新文法的时间了。首先呢，介绍给大家第一个是 go over something， 仔细确认某事，它是一个不可分的动词片语。Make sure you go over your answers for your test。每个考试呢都要确认有仔细检查过你的答案。Somebody has no problem with something。某人呢对某事没有意见。Problem 它是问题或是困难，但是名词就是 have a problem with something， 就是表示呢对什么什么事情有意见，或者是不喜欢什么什么事。You can eat here. I have no problem with that. 你可以在这边吃东西啊，我完全没差，没意见。这次4个新单字呢，分别第一个是 rule 规则，它是名词，我们会说 follow the rules 遵守规则。看个例句哦 ，If you don't follow the rules, you can't play. 如果你不遵守游戏规则的话，你就不能玩。那这边的 rule 呢，指的就是游戏规则。第二个单字是 bright， 明亮的，它是一个形容词。那有明亮呢，就有黑暗，所以黑暗反义词是 dark， 它也是形容词。The room is too bright, so I can't sleep. 房间太亮了，所以我睡不着。第三个字 quiet， 安静的，也是一个形容词。So what's the opposite of quiet? You can say loud or noisy. 就是 loud 就是大声的 ，noisy 呢是吵闹的。这两个字也都是形容词哦。The city is quiet at night. 在夜晚的时候，城市很安静。最后一个字是 dining room， 它是餐厅还有饭厅，也是一个名词。Dining 呢，这个名词就是指用餐还有吃正餐的意思，所以 dining room 就是饭厅。We got a new table for the dining room。我们为了饭厅买了一张全新的餐桌。
Hi, I'm Stephen Rong, and I'm here in front of Kuanglong Museum in Hualien. It might look like an ordinary museum, but it has lots of surprises inside. Let's go! If you like space, then you have to see the large moon model. There's a theater in it with seats that shake. The museum also has a giant UFO. There are aliens inside, and you can even watch the pilot at work. After you see the space section, you can check out the dinosaurs. This one is 3 stories tall. Some of them move like they're alive. You can come here to feel the strong winds of typhoons. Then you can feel how cold it is under 0 degrees Celsius.
You can experience earthquakes and learn how to survive one.
Kuanglong Museum also has lots of beautiful art, like marble exhibits and rare stones. Kuanglong Museum has many things to see and do. It feels like many different museums in one. You can easily spend 1 full day here. It's so fun!
See you next time!